Have you ever left a crucial conversation with your stomach in knots because you could not say the one thing you needed to say? Maybe it was asking for a raise, or requesting help from a friend, or even setting a simple boundary with a family member. That moment reveals a universal truth, that the gap between wanting something and actually asking for it can feel like an impossible canyon. We rehearse the perfect request in our minds, yet when the moment arrives, fear turns our words to silence and we settle for less than we deserve. The truth is, getting what you want is not about being born confident but about applying a specific communication method. Today, I will give you that exact method, known as the Foolproof Ask method. It is built on 3 simple pillars that transform anxiety into action, and I promise it will change how you approach every important conversation in your life. To master asking, we must first understand our own resistance. Our fear is not a personal flaw, it is a biological relic. In our ancient past, social rejection from the tribe threatened survival. Your brain still treats a high-stakes ask as a threat to your safety. This is why your heart pounds before talking to your boss. It is primal wiring misapplied to a modern world. Researchers like those behind the book, Ask for It, have quantified the real cost of this silence. They found that failing to negotiate a first salary can cost an individual over $500,000 in lost earnings by age 60. The cost is not just financial. It is the missed opportunity, the stifled dream, and the quiet resentment that builds when your life does not match your potential. Every unasked question is a door you chose not to open. Recognizing this old fear is the first step to disarming its power over your present. You can rewire that instinct with a modern framework. The Foolproof Ask method is built on 3 non-negotiable pillars. Each pillar addresses a specific reason why asks fail. Leave one out, and your request becomes weak and negotiable. Use all 3 together, and you build an undeniable case. The first pillar is foundation, the preparation that makes your ask logical. The second is framing, the language that makes your ask collaborative. The third is freedom, the grace that makes your ask respectful. This structure is not my invention. It distills principles from decades of negotiation science, from Harvard's Getting to Yes to the tactical empathy of former FBI negotiators. Let us break down exactly how to use each one. The foundation is everything you do before you speak. A shaky ask collapses because it is built on personal desire alone. A strong ask is built on a foundation of mutual benefit. This means you must anchor your request in 2 things: objective value and empathetic alignment. Objective value is the clear, evidence-based reason for your ask. For a raise, this is not your rent increase. It is the project you completed under budget, the new client you secured, the measurable value you added. You are connecting your need to a tangible benefit for the other side. As the classic negotiation book, Getting to Yes, teaches, you must separate the people from the problem and focus on interests. Your interest is growth, their interest is performance. Find the shared interest. Next is empathetic alignment. This means walking into the conversation knowing their pressures and constraints. Is your manager facing budget cuts? Is your friend overwhelmed? Acknowledging this reality up front shows you are not making a selfish demand but proposing a solution within their world. A strong foundation transforms your request from a plea into a credible proposition. Now you are ready to speak, which brings us to the second pillar, framing. This is the specific language you use. Poor framing creates instant defensiveness. You sound demanding. The most powerful tool, drawn from influence psychology, is the partnership frame. You begin your sentence with we or are, instead of I or my. Compare, I need a raise, with, I believe we can hit our targets faster if we align my role and compensation to focus on the new initiative. The first is a closed demand. The second is an open invitation to solve a problem together. It frames your desire as a step toward a shared goal. Another critical rule is to be breathtakingly specific. Vague requests get vague rejections. Do not ask for more help. Ask if your partner can handle the school drop-offs on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Do not ask for a promotion. Ask to lead the upcoming Phoenix Project pilot. Specificity shows forethought and makes it easy for someone to say yes. This aligns with the negotiation principle of being hard on the problem but soft on the people. Your framing is how you stay soft on the people while being clear about the problem. If this method is giving you a new way to see difficult conversations, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to my channel. It helps the YouTube algorithm show this to other people who are stuck in that cycle of silence. This final pillar is the secret that makes the method foolproof. It is the pillar of freedom. You must consciously and explicitly give the other person a graceful, real way to say no. This feels counterintuitive. We think we must pressure for a yes. But pressure breeds resistance. In his book, Never Split the Difference, former FBI negotiator Chris Voss shows that when people feel trapped, they fight back. By granting genuine freedom, you remove the threat. You show respect for their autonomy, which builds immense trust and goodwill. How do you do this? After you have made your beautifully framed ask, you can say, "I completely understand if that does not work with the current budget, and I am open to other ideas." Or, "I know this is a big request, so please feel free to think it over." This is not weakness, it is strategic strength. It shifts the dynamic from a tense negotiation to an open dialogue. Often, when the pressure to say yes vanishes, people become more willing to find a way to help you. You are not just asking. You are inviting them into a solution, and that is a much more powerful position. Let us see how this works in a real and personal scenario. Imagine needing to ask a busy friend for significant support during a tough time. A weak ask is a guilt-ridden, "I am falling apart," which places a heavy, confusing burden on them. Now apply the method. Your foundation is your respect for their time and your genuine need for connection. Your framing uses the partnership language we practiced. You say, "I am going through a really tough time right now, and you are the person I feel safe with. I was hoping we could schedule a weekly coffee call for the next month so I do not feel so alone. Would that be possible for you?" Then, you grant the essential freedom. "I know you are incredibly busy, so absolutely no pressure if it is too much. Just knowing I can talk to you helps." This approach transforms a plea for help into an invitation for meaningful support. It is collaborative, respectful, and preserves the friendship. This is the difference between being seen as a problem and being seen as a partner who is navigating a challenge. The life you want truly is on the other side of conversations you have not had. This method gives you the blueprint to have them with confidence, not with fear. Start small this week. Practice the 3 pillars with a single ask. You have the tool. Now go and use it to build the life you deserve. Thank you for watching.